In third part, we will discuss the education under company rule. Lord Macaulay is considered as the founder of British system of education in India. He was a member of the Council of Lord Bantic, the Governor General of India. Lord Macaulay outlined three main objectives of education in India. Means, according to Britishers, the main objective of education in India was the class of interpreters between British ruler and the Indians. Second was to create a class of person Indian in blood and color but British in taste, opinion and intellectual. And the most important was to obtain a chief supply of clerks for holding subordinate posts in administration and British business concerns. So for these system, Lord Macaulay recommended two steps. First is English should be the medium of instructions or education in schools. Second, Indian should be taught the science and the Western literature so that they can make Indians their partner in the administration and they can use Indians in the administration. In 1835, Lord William Sony agreed Macaulay's view and made English as a medium of instructions, means medium of education was declared English. In 1844, government declared that English knowing people will be given preference in the government jobs. Then in 1854, a comprehensive plan of education was worked out that is known as Wood's Dispatch. According to Wood's Dispatch, the aim of government's educational policy was teaching Western education and to make maximum clerks from India, which can help the Indian British government in their administration. Second was, as to the medium of instruction, it is declared that higher education, English language was the most perfect medium of education. It also emphasized the importance of vernacular language. It proposed the setting up of vernacular primary schools in villages at the lowest stage. It recommended the system of grant in aid to encourage the foster private enterprises in the field of education. The Department of Public Instruction under the charge of director in each of 5 provinces of company's territories was to review University on the model of London. University were proposed for Calcutta, Bombay and Madras, and there would be a vice chancellor and chancellor to see the functioning of the universities. So teachers training program would be there, an institution would be opened. The dispatch gave frank and cordial support for fostering education of the women in India. This scheme of education was slavish imitation of English model. Almost all the proposal in Wood's dispatch were implemented. So like this, the Western education was spread in India or started in India. Most of the educational institutions during this period were run by the European headmasters and principals under the education department. Even some missionaries opened their schools and colleges in India. So now we will talk about the impact of new educational reform. So the big impact of educational reform was that many students started getting education in India. Education was earlier it was neglected, but now education of the masses was not neglected, but many of the Indians started getting education in the British schools. The introduction of English also strengthened the bond of unity among the Indians. It opened up a new field of knowledge and science and thus greatly revolutionized Indian thoughts. The English education sowed the seed of nationalism among Indians. It also led the Indians to reform their social and religious institutions.